speak of the microphone, you idiot. Oh my god.
Yes, today we are joined by the what are you? The fabulous, the magnificent, the
everything.
everything.
Chief pork officer.
Yeah.
Basically every
The chief investor in the Byron and Pace show, the chief writer of the Byron and Pace show, chief inspiration,
Chief snubbed
chief
Byron and
crony
Pace show,
chief muse,
definitely muse,
chief comedian, chief queef, queef officer,
We'll go with something else.
Nicholas Grove. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back home.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back home.
So,
speak on the microphone.
For those of you who don't know, Nick has been one of my closest friends for a long time. Also now a dear friend of Byron's.
Wow.
And when we started this show, Nick, I think you called me or when I saw you or whatever, and you're like, you literally, this is like my favorite thing to do.
This is like half of my comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like half of my existence is this.
And since then, Nick has literally been sending in pretty much most of the good stories that we've had.
Yeah, like 80%
on the show.
a lot of our bangers.
Come straight from Nick.
I'll take that.
Because a lot of heavy lifting, especially when you're writing stories day in, day out.
I know.
I think maybe the reason Nick's so good is that he does it out of love. It's a passion. For us, it's work.
Yeah.
You know, say when you take something as work, it kind of ruins your love for it sometimes.
Like the chef who doesn't want to cook for him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. You're the home cook with the chefs.
Yep. Deal.
Just to put you in your place.
Yeah.
So
we got some stories.
We have some stories.
Fresh stories from the live show, which is popping off, by the way. Instagram is absolutely slamming right now. Like, this is the views are insane on Instagram. We're copping a few million.
We've in the last 2 weeks we've hit 5.7 million, which is great. On Instagram we've never had that before.
And we've had like 60 million accounts reached, and we've gained like 3,000 followers. It's tragic.
But did you tell them the story about the figurines?
We
haven't launched that yet because I was like, we'll wait till we get to 500k and
look,
we're never gonna hit it.
We did tell
we're
the
never
story.
gonna hit it.
You will.
We did a US recap.
We had 6 million views on a video, and we gained like 2,000 followers.
Anyway, we're not talking about followers. We're not talking about numbers.
No, it's the only reason we do it.
Welcome to anyone who's new, who's recently found us on Instagram. Lovely to have you on board. Yes, if you weren't already aware, these figurines in the front are Nick's gift to us for hitting 500k, which we never hit.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
TikTok.
And to Nick's credit, we were on track to hit it months ago.
Yeah.
We've been trapped in the 480 for
We went all the way to
literally
Vegas, literally to pick up these gifts.
Yeah, I should say from LA, which is still a trek. Holy shit!
Anyway, that being said, you haven't come to a live show yet, have you?
He was at the first. He was at the first live show.
Oh, the first,
the epic one.
Yeah. Well, you were going to come to the last one, but you were sick. It went off so hard. It was full. It was absolutely packed.
That was a banging show.
So I'm so excited to do more of them. We've got 4 more coming up.
Yeah,
so.
I'll be in next one.
Yeah, it's gonna be good fun. But we got some stories to share from the live show. So again, I'm loving the. It means we only have to find half a minute stories, which is great.
You shouldn't let people. People don't want to know how the sausage is made. You don't let them behind the curtain.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Just enjoy.
But
the
what
barbecue.
do you think it's easy finding stories when you've been doing like you burn out of your strategies very quickly? Like Google like
you do.
insane stories on Google, the top few links, you burn out of them pretty quickly.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
We'll see.
who wants to start? Nick, do you want to start? You said you had 3 stories.
So 3. Oh my god, this is an action-packed episode then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, we'll start with a Nick Grove special.
All right. I was thinking about what order I would do these in.
Oh, should we do a cheers?
Oh, cheers.
Oh, we do a cheers, yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to the soul.
Welcome back
To the economy.
Thank you.
That's just juice.
It's just juice.
Yep.
All right. Have you heard of the most terrifying planet in the universe?
Ooh.
Right, so this planet has been deemed as indefinitely uninhabitable, right? So I want to run you through what it would be like to be teleported to this planet.
In the
right?
universe?
In the universe,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that we've found in the observable
Yeah.
universe. So you would be instantly incinerated at the 1,000 degrees Celsius surface temperature. That's
Beautiful.
fine. Like it's
Beautiful.
Like
Good start.
it's like the heat of a pizza oven. Right?
Maybe a little bit hotter.
I think you'd last about 10 to 30 seconds before your eyeballs melted. Apparently, you wouldn't feel much because your nerve endings would melt off.
Right. It's like when it's too cold or too hot, your body doesn't realize what it is.
Yeah. You're done.
Yeah.
But if you could survive that first 30 seconds,
Maybe you had a heat-proof suit on.
maybe like a tungsten suit or something, right? You would be obliterated, right? Because there's wind on this planet, right? I think like trees get uprooted at about 100 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the most powerful tornado was about 350.
It happened in the Philippines. Or
Yeah,
something. Yeah, I think
sure.
so. Yeah.
The winds on this planet are 8,700, which is about 30 times the power of the strongest tornado. But if you were to survive incineration and obliteration, you've got a third hurdle, which is so it's called the blue marble because it has these silica little like particles.
Okay.
And as they fall down to the surface, they cool into shards of glass.
They cool
Well-
at the 1,000 degree surface.
Well, as the winds. So it rains.
I'm sure there's more
glass.
science involved.
Yeah, well, I didn't look into it.
Yeah.
But it rains glass horizontally. So
it's just literally like a
like death by
washing
1,000
machine
cuts.
of glass.
Yeah. Just slicing you apart.
It's like an oven, a washing machine full of glass.
Yeah. But is it true?
I mean,
I think it sounds true. Yeah.
I mean, it's the universe. It's quite a big
you could
place.
say anything, and how could we know? Like,
True. I mean, there are people that think that anything is possible in the universe.
and the universe is so big. It's like that thing. It's like there's the scientific likelihood of humans existing is a tiny percentage. Yet it's almost a paradoxical statement because the universe is so big. The likelihood's actually very likely that somewhere in the universe life exists.
I feel like this is a
Infinite
conversation we don't know enough about
Yeah.
to have.
Well, no, I think actually we're quite qualified. for,
I want to believe this is true.
True,
This
I'll
is
say
fun.
true.
Yeah.
Could we harness that wind energy? Surely heat and wind. That's
Yeah.
like we just need a big cable.
Yeah. That's a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Is it true?
It's
False.
true.
We kind of did that cable thing with Australia.
Do we?
They say Australia's. They say Australia's just like a basically big battery, right? Because we're just
Yeah.
desert full of sun.
Yeah.
And they're working on putting like a cable from Australia
The guy
down.
from Mike Cannon Briggs.
Yeah.
The guy from Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlassian.
Atlassian.
Yeah, he's putting like a giant cable that goes down underground to like power literally other countries because we have so much sun.
Yeah.
False.
There you go. True.
No, but we still. Anyway.
All right. Warm up one. That's all right.
What do I got?
They get better.
Oh, this one. This is a good one. This is a little lighthearted one.
Uh huh.
You enjoyed this one, didn't you?
I have no idea what it is.
Did you know the real reason Game of Thrones characters always die?
No.
So Game of Thrones is obviously known for killing off some of the most like beloved characters when you least expect it.
Yes.
But here's a real reason behind it. So George R. R. Martin, who's the author of the books, puts it down to a group of murderous turtles he owned as a child. He said, and I quote, "We were not allowed to have dogs. We were not allowed to have cats. So the only pets I was allowed to have were turtles. Little dime store turtles. I had a toy castle. I could fit 2 turtle bowls in the castle. But the thing about these little dime store turtles is they die very soon. I fed them turtle food. I thought I was doing everything right. I couldn't figure out why they would die. It certainly wasn't my fault. I decided they were competing for the turtle throne, murdering one another. They were competing for who would be the turtle king. This was my first ever fantasy ideas that long superseded Game of Thrones called Turtle Castle. Turtle Castle.
What do you name them? Donatello.
Yeah.
John.
All the.
John.
No.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of the names came from like John.
No.
Daenerys.
No, he made up Daenerys as a child.
Well, like not all the names, but some of the turtles were called like
Oh, okay.
Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh, Tyrion Lannister.
probably the Hound, the Mountain.
I am.
I think it was more like John, Rob.
Yeah,
Those sort of ones.
Yeah. I am impressed by the story.
Like the detail of it.
Yeah. I like your fake story.
Oh yeah.
I want to go 3. I want to go 6-0. Right.
All right.
Never. Unlikely.
I know.
You already lost one.
I know. I think I'm going to go false.
False.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that. I know. It was. I know. I already know.
We've done these on a live show.
It's just you.
Oh, this is.
So, this answer is actually completely true. You can find it. He's talks about it in interviews. He's like had all these turtles.
When you look at a picture of him, you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
and he actually
He's a
that
turtle.
checks
no,
out.
but you
Yeah.
actually notice he wears like turtle brooches and shit all over him. So he loves turtles.
Yeah. Well, I like turtles.
Yep.
6-0 and
Classic
I'm
meme.
0-1.
Pace, what do you got?
All right.
I can't even remember. We'll do stories, and an hour later, people will ask what stories you did. I can't tell them.
Is,
Like-
is a turtle a reptile?
Yeah.
Speaking of reptiles.
Nice.
Ah, segue.
Hey. So they found a woman who was pregnant with a snake.
Wow.
In Brazil.
Brilliant.
Woman goes to a doctor's clinic. She's claiming to be pregnant, right?
Okay.
She's kind of like
Okay.
bloated. She's like,
Yeah.
whatever.
What was she like?
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
And it was this like dead giveaway. Yeah.
And what they did is they laid her down, and then the doctor got out a little flute, and they
It just came. Oh, what's that? Oh, you dang nabbit! You tricked me, you son of a bitch.
So she had all the symptoms of being pregnant, missed her period, nausea, fatigue, whatever. You know. However, after several checkups, the doctor was like, "Look, we can't find a heartbeat. That's usually like, you know, they get the stethoscope out. They can't find it, so they don't think she's pregnant." Sure. She keeps coming back, and she's like, "I swear, like I'm like, there's something in me. I'm pregnant." And they're like, "Okay, fine. We'll do an ultrasound." Just to like.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that have been the first option?
They do the ultrasound, and they're like, "Holy shit! There's this like snake thing slithering around in her womb," and like, oh my god. And they're like, "Okay, there's some like." Maybe it's like a pregnancy gone wrong or whatever. It looks like a snake,
Yeah.
Like the thing from Predator. Have you seen that movie?
Alien.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, so they're like, it's kind of the same size of like a 4-month-old
Tapeworm.
fetus,
Tapeworm.
whatever.
Yeah.
So the doctors prepare for a C-section, and they're like, well, we got to get this fucking disgusting thing out of her. They discover before the C-section, so I don't know how they discover this. They discovered that before the C-section, there's actually a rare worm found inside her called the... Oh, God, what's it called?
We're gonna make something up.
Sure it is. Off the dome. He's not looking at anything.
How's if it's not in here?
Oh, jeez. This guy's a rookie. This guy's a rookie, man.
Rookie.
This guy's an absolute rookie.
Ah, the Ascaris lumbricoides.
Ah.
The Ascaris lumbricoides.
Of course. That old thing.
Got him.
And they're like, why the fuck is it in her womb? And why is it so big? So they eventually give her antibiotics to kill it and have it pass so it comes out of her.
Yep.
It's like a kind of a tapeworm, stomach worm.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in her stomach, it was in her womb.
It like burrowed through the walls.
And it was so much bigger than normal tapeworms because it was feeding off, because it had tricked her body into thinking that she was pregnant.
My God.
And it was feeding off the, you know, whatever
Everything.
the juices,
juices.
that happen in the womb are. She's fine, but that is
lovely to hear.
This story was one of the most gross stories that I've ever had to.
You've had to make up?
Or come across.
Well, if that's what you think.
I mean, I know the answer, but I can tell you what I said. Wait, what did I say?
I think you said no. There's no way.
I think it's plausible because I mean, like tapeworms, that's a thing. Like
I brought up tapeworms because I used to be fascinated because it was like my biggest fear. Seeing those giant. Have you seen tapeworms that like go inside their body and it like comes out of their like stomach?
Yeah,
and like pull it out. And I'm like,
fear.
oh, it's got to be up there. Imagine having that inside your body.
Yeah,
yeah, it's terrifying.
That's a horrifying thing to think about.
That's horrifying. And you know they come out of your bum and they look around.
Yep.
Wait, they look around.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
Little
like,
peek.
Exploratory.
Yeah.
And they go back in. Yeah.
Imagine if this woman was having a bit of sexual intercourse.
Yeah, and then he could feel the.
I don't want to imagine that, Byron.
Or he gets bitten.
Oh God.
Great result.
Not what you're expecting.
Yeah.
When you're going inside a warm apple pie.
Please, Byron.
That's
a reference to the live show.
You had to be there.
I don't know if I can handle 0 and 2. Is it false? Is it true? Which one is it? I am gonna, because it's like that's plausible, but it's like, could it actually, enter uterus?
That's basically what we're trying to say here.
Yeah, the womb. I'm gonna say false.
False.
Yeah.
Byron knows the answer.
Yeah.
This story is completely false.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay, nailed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on, Mojo
Nice.
back.
That was close.
That was close. Yeah, it was a good one though.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
All right. Have you got another one for us?
Yeah, I got another one for you. All right. Did you know that the word candy was actually an acronym?
Okay.
Okay.
So there was this research company in the 50s, and they were doing research into things like negative impacts of cigarettes. And one of the topics was the impact of sugar on children. And what they noticed was that all of the unhealthy snacks were being advertised quite frequently, despite there being not a lot of evidence of healthy snacks. So they released the report, and they gave a conglomerate term to all these snacks, which was continuously advertised nutritionally deficient items. So candy with an I. So they released the report, then all of the snack companies were like, that's gold, like, that's a very appealing word. They dropped the I and had the Y and actually lent into the word and then started marketing all of their products as candy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This
Which is
is
kind of evil because it's like, well, because
you've
they were
taken it's like you've flipped it on its head.
well, they were going like, well, if this article is saying that these are the most popular snacks, we've got to lean into that and be like, well, we're candy, despite it being said.
It's
that
like
they were.
reclaiming the word and then using it to your advantage.
Yeah.
And then when people are searching for candy, it's like, oh, these.
It's like the Frozen story I did.
Yeah.
Do you remember that Frozen story?
Yes. Yeah.
That it was a theory that they started the movie Frozen because people kept Google searching Walt Disney Frozen because they froze him as cryo chamber.
Which is 100% false.
The story that they made Frozen so that when you had to search
No,
term.
100%. But Walt Disney is not frozen.
Oh, surely not.
Yeah. No, I looked into.
I mean,
I was gonna do that one.
it's a true conspiracy theory. Like people believe it,
100%.
but like, is it true? We don't know.
This is like 3 factual caps in one.
Is that
Sorry.
actually true? That's why they named the show Frozen because people kept
No,
googling.
I doubt it.
Because that's good.
But that's what I'm
That's
saying.
the one you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Candy. I'm gonna say false.
It sounds bullshit.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
bullshit.
there you go.
I think I'm gonna go bullshit.
Yay! Got him! It was something about when he said the acronym. It
Yeah.
sounded so like Nick made it up. Like I could imagine him writing it. I could imagine him like sitting there like writing the C A N D. Oh, I. Let me do I. I'll trick
You're
it
on
with the
toilet,
I.
aren't you?
I started with like, but the Y was yummy. It's like, there's no chance they're gonna believe that the Y was yummies. I was like, all right, I'll have this story.
You could have done like CANDEE. Candy.
Yeah, but then I'd have 2 E back
Yeah.
words.
I like it. I like
It was a good attempt.
I thought that I would have got you.
Nah, but I'll get you this one. I'll tell you this story.
Oh,
This had a
gonna jump the
high.
gun?
What?
Is it me?
No,
are you talking
he's
about?
not jumping the gun.
You're jumping the gun.
jumping the gun.
This did really well. This tricked a lot of people. Wait,
Yeah.
did it? I can't remember. Did you hear? Did you hear? There's a group of people that see their parents right before they orgasm. Let me explain.
Oh yeah.
This might sound pretty crazy to you, but it isn't even the worst part. There's a concept called synesthesia, a strange neurological condition that results in senses being cross-wired, causing the affected to experience phenomenons, such as
Phenomenon.
such as tasting sounds, hearing color, or seeing unique and vivid memories.
Yeah.
Recently, there's been a group of 20 to 30 people connecting on the internet claiming that before they orgasm, they see a memory from their parents' perspective. They claim their memories almost all involve seeing their younger self, typically as a baby from the eyes of their parents. It all happens in a few seconds after. And one girl shared a viral TikTok talking about this, and a bunch of other people, there's like 11 million people who saw the TikTok, and a bunch of people reached out and they formed like a Reddit group, and stating the phenomenon has reached out, formed a group online, and they're requesting that research is done into it. However, right now, nothing has happened, and it's just like a bunch of people, and no one knows if it's true or not.
So it's like they're seeing hypothesized like point of view versions from the
Yeah,
parents.
they've
looking back at them.
Created
Yes.
versions. And it's like these things could probably start just because someone said it happened.
about to say.
and someone's like, oh yeah, that happened to me as
Like
well.
frequency
and then you
effect,
could
like,
probably
oh.
like make yourself believe that you have it as well.
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of.
I think it's bullshit. Like, it's not. Is this thing real?
That's-
But is the group real?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Because it's like the Frozen thing. How could we actually know?
True. Because a bunch of people, there's a condition like similar to blindness where people like they think that they're not blind and their brain creates new memory, so they like completely deny that they're blind. They're like, oh, you're blind.
Yeah, they've done it with Parkinson's disease.
Yeah.
They did like a study. They got 50-50. These people took the same drug, except 50% didn't take anything, and they started
Placebo.
they shaked a little bit less.
Yeah.
Placebo.
He's trying.
Speaking
with-
of Parkinson's disease, you know that story where the woman can smell Parkinson's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
Man,
she
we're,
actually can?
Yeah.
we're banging out a lot of
yeah.
factor.
Yeah.
A bit of old schools
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
What does it smell like?
I don't know. I can't remember the story, but it was like ages
Burnt
ago.
wooden almonds. Like, yeah, it's just like a specific.
She was a
smell.
nurse, and yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is it true?
I think there's a lot of fucked up people, and I think that he's trying very hard. You know,
Me.
so it's almost like you play the
You
man,
play
not,
the-
the man, not the card.
Yeah.
It
Is
almost
it-
doesn't matter what the content is. It's like how he then tries to sell it.
True.
You got to find the balance though. You got to you got to weigh up both.
That's
because
what
sometimes
I
if
would
you
also say. If I
Yeah,
was-
you
if
could
you
also
pl-
say play the cards, not the...
because I
yeah,
played a bit of both on the candy one. I think.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go 2 and 1, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that it's false.
False.
Yeah.
I actually can't remember. If this
Okay,
is
guess
true or
then.
not.
What do you think?
Wait,
I think there's
can I
definitely a
change?
group of people that think that they see their parents when they when they load up.
You think?
Yeah,
I said false.
I think it's true.
So what do you think?
I'm gonna trade to true.
True?
Yeah. No.
It's false. Got Byron and Pace combo. Oh no!
You should have known you.
People see their parents from their perspective.
No. What got
Fucking idiot.
I was going pure false until you were like, I believe that there's a group of people that
Look,
think that.
you can
And
spin
that's
it
why I
whatever
said
way
it.
you want, man.
Yeah.
1 and 2. This is the one.
It's so much harder. It's so much harder than it looks online.
I like this story.
Me too.
Speaking of, nope.
I can't even remember.
Here we go. Did you know the U.S. government had a department of secret agent cats that they were training for spying?
Brilliant.
Never heard of
Absolutely brilliant.
So, I
gave this one to him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I gave this one to him. So you know what? Continue. Do you
Freaking idiot.
want me to tell it?
Oh my god.
So,
Mate, both stories he
Wow.
started, he'd be like, wait, where is
wait, rookie.
yeah.
Let's swap him for like a
I
beer.
can't remember what stories you sent me. You
Well,
sent me like
you know what? Let's save it because we always need stories, so just save it for a future episode
Yeah, true.
for the listeners.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. You got one more, don't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Wow. Have you heard? This sucks. Have you heard of the greatest dad that ever lived?
No.
Right. So, John Crowley and his wife in 1996, they got the news that no parent ever wants to hear, which is that they went to the doctor because their 1-year-old daughter wasn't really moving and wasn't grabbing for the cot and acting like a regular 1-year-old. And they had a 7-week-old child at the time. So they went to the doctor and they were like, oh, that's really weird. Run some tests. And the doctors said that John and his wife were silent carriers of a rare degenerative disease that was terminal for their kids, that had no treatment, had no cure. It's called POM disease. They knew little to nothing about the disease at the time. And the doctors had said, there's no cure or no treatment. You probably should go and spend the last few, year that you have with your kids.
I hate that I'm laughing. Go on.
Pop disease.
Right.
I think Pace says that disease.
So what did John do? Right. And as a parent, I don't have any kids, but
Heartbreaking.
well, you'd be you'd feel so helpless. And they were like, yeah, just go home. And the kids will probably have 2 years to live. And he went and he founded a biotech company without any science background. And then he went and found all of the researchers that had little to no research on this rare disease. And they found a cure and a treatment, and his kids survived.
Wow. I mean,
Wow.
wow.
How badly do I want this to be true?
How bad?
I mean, my gut's screaming false. It just, as much as you want it to be true, it's just I don't think it's that easy. I know I doubt it was easy, but
No science background.
the science takes medical science takes decades of research before anything is proved, can be.
But he would try everything on his kid.
Yeah, but he's got a year or two before they die.
the kid, and then declining real quick. Right?
I have to go false.
And so, and I don't even know what he had a job before that. Not in science, didn't own a company, and was nah, I'm going to find the people that can solve this problem.
No, I gotta go false. It's
I want to believe, and I choose true. I think this story is true.
I'm gonna bullshit.
It's 100% true.
Wow. Yes. I'm glad.
How bad
I'm
would
glad.
I have looked if that was false?
Nah, it's brilliant. That's the game of the manipulation.
Tell me more. What's the guy's name? Where do we find him? How do we thank him?
You didn't do that research, did you?
John Crowley started it with
John Crowley.
John Crowley. So he founded the company. It's gone on to save 5,000 kids, 600 of them. So determined, right? As a parent to be
I mean, there's no better motivation to do
I don't
anything.
accept
Yeah.
that outcome. I'm going to go and solve it.
Great story.
Yeah.
If you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a
Wow.
Brian Dempsey special.
That's a
that's a
I think that was
a
Winston Churchill.
that's a presentation story. I might have to steal that. Put it in a more serious context.
yeah.
that's a good story.
Yeah, that's a good one. Got any more?
That's a great one.
Yeah.
I did-
Johnny Crowley.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought it was complete bullshit, but I wanted it to be true.
Yeah, and you laughed, so you probably had to say it was true.
I know. Yeah. To redeem myself. Yeah,
I did the
fine.
cheese story the first live show.
Because you called it Pom's disease.
Pomp.
Pomp. Oh, he said pom, so that's why we're laughing.
Pompe.
Oh, Pompeii.
Pumpy.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Um,
That's all my stories.
yeah, that's all mine.
Brilliant.
Great result.
So
What's this?
we have a new segment.
Yep.
It's a one-off special.
Yep.
This is a Nick Grove special.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Could you explain what we've got here?
Yeah, so I think I was on Reddit and I saw something, and I saw there's an ad for these berries, right? And they're called miracle berries. I mean, I think that's kind of a bit clickbait.
Miracle berries.
Miracle berries, bit of clickbait. But basically, the premise of these berries is that you're supposed to eat them, and they like reverse your taste buds. So everything that's sour becomes sweet.
No way.
Yeah,
And we got limes and lemons here.
And we're gonna
And vinegar.
and red wine vinegar and white wine vinegar. So we're gonna.
You need to talk into that microphone.
So we've got red wine vinegar, white wine vinegar. It actually gives you a list of things. It suggests that you try like lemons, limes, strawberries. They're pretty sweet.
Maybe we
right?
can make some sour.
Well, I mean, yeah, I should have done more research. Because it's got things like, well, like a tomato. It's quite neutral, right? Like,
So what? Lime's supposed to taste like they used to taste like opposites.
we should have some warheads. So basically, the flavor's supposed to invert.
So
Okay,
a
alright.
lemon, rather than being like,
How hard is this to comprehend?
no, I got it.
Yes, instead of going,
Okay.
whoa,
Let's do it.
you
Let's do
got
it.
All right. Should we do it?
Yeah, so he says,
Directions.
place miracle berry on your tongue and roll it around until completely dissolved.
Can we prove that the lemon and limes are sour?
Okay.
Nah, I trust it.
I trust. It's the
I'll take a hit for the team.
well-bought produce.
It's alright. It's a lemon.
All right.
I reckon-
this is a lime, actually, Byron.
Yeah, I reckon we double down. We go 2. I want to double. Maybe it double inverts and comes back. I don't know.
So does that melt on my tongue?
It's supposed to be.
Oh,
I
it's
mean, I
not.
quite like limes.
I quite
It's
like.
definitely lime flavored.
We got 2. Good
Good too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So it says you have to dissolve it completely.
Roll around until completely dissolved
I'm just trying to spread it across my tongue.
on your tongue. Yeah. After it has dissolved, feel feel free to eat any sour food.
Is there like a weight?
You can crush the berries and snort them if you like.
No, you can crush the berry
And put up your
and
ass.
sprinkle it on your tongue.
They're kind of nice.
They are not bad. They got
I
like
like
a bit
that.
of strawberry.
Okay, I got a good coating.
Really? How you beat us?
Because he chewed them.
I
I haven't chewed it.
I'm still going. All right, you go.
Well, I want to completely go.
Same. I'm gonna get the full experience. I'm gonna try to get back a throat.
Oh yeah, me too.
ASMR.
Yeah.
They're kind of nice.
They are nice. Where do they come from?
America.
Miracle Land. Oh yeah.
Doesn't say anything.
man.
Fruitme.co. Well, shout out. Okay.
I'm still going.
I've still
I
got,
know
I
you
just got
can-
the pip.
I don't think you can dissolve that. No, eat that. That's the best part.
I don't want to. Now it's not been on the floor. Okay.
I'm chewing
Who's ready?
Yeah.
I want to do lemon first because I feel like that's more iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going lemon.
Let's do it at the same time.
All right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Wait, let
To
me
the
get.
sweetest lemon you'll ever have.
Oh,
Okay.
just so.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god, it works. It tastes like a lime. Oh my god,
Dude, it tastes it tastes like candy.
that's amazing.
Wait, candy with an eye?
Wait, Elle, zoom in on me. Look at this. This is lemon. Look at my face.
Man.
Nothing. Nothing. Look at me.
Oh my god.
I was skeptical. I was skeptical.
that it would
Get the
work.
vinegar, get
Wait,
the vinegar.
Oh my god,
Oh, it lasts, I think, like 20 minutes.
Miracle berries.
it's so tasty.
Man,
If lemon's okay, it's not perfect.
it's almost too sweet.
It's so sweet.
It's so sweet. It's like sugary.
Oh yeah, give him a bit. Jesus.
Oh fuck it out.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Wait, put
some in that one.
It's going to be so sweet. You're going to love it.
By the way, I made these cups with my hands. So.
Oh fuck.
Nah,
Just saying.
I'll clean up.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I don't.
Wait, so
To the sweetest
I can smell
vinegar
it 'cause
you'll
I
ever
gotta-
have. All right, this is red.
so how should this taste?
This is red wine
Well,
vinegar.
just not
It should taste.
terrible.
It should taste like really off old red wine.
Okay, here we go.
It's still bad.
Oh,
but
it's so sweet.
fuck.
it's so sweet.
It's still bad. Yeah.
Oh god.
It's still bad, but
I need to chase it with a lemon.
I'm gonna go lime. Maybe you've got to like reset.
Whoa, that's.
That's so nice. Oh god, that vinegar.
But I kind of like the taste of a lime. So like,
Wait, look at me. Look at lime. What's my reaction?
I mean,
Nothing.
you used to be a badass. But
Nothing.
Like, yeah.
Nah, but I'm not. I'm really bad with sour things.
I'm so.
Is that still on?
Yeah.
We should have got like really extra sour warheads.
Yeah.
I was very skeptical.
That
crazy.
works.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Miracle berries.
I'm blown away. That's incredible.
Wow.
Oh, it's too sweet.
Oh,
Wow. I might skip the white wine.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either.
Oh, that's
Should we have
amazing.
tequila? Should we celebrate with tequila?
Yeah.
Ah, man, it's a lot of stuff in our body.
Oh, I gotta polish this off.
All right, great segment. I don't know how that looked, how that sounded audibly. Probably not the most entertaining,
Yeah, true.
but
Oh well, you guys.
Let
can
me
always-
explain what you
but
just-
if you're on Spotify, you can watch it.
yeah, if you're on Spotify,
And
you
on
can watch the
YouTube.
video, watch it on YouTube. If you listen to it,
Okay.
you know, we just ate a berry and everything. I think we described it fine.
So Nick, thank you for joining us.
Play the outro, please,
Thank
Olivia.
you for having me. You know,
Maybe put down a little bit. Yeah, so we can have a
it's
little.
still so sweet.
Yeah.
Guys,
Cheers.
thank you.
Cheers.
Nick-
Cheers.
Planning on getting Nick more regular, being the Byron, Nick and Pace show
Yeah.
along with the live shows. Like we're going to feel like we're getting a bit of a groove. Obviously doing the dating segments, which is fun.
Tequila tastes maybe a little bit worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you
It's
off,
not
Byron.
meant to be sour.
Yeah. If you are in Sydney and you want to come to one of the next shows, just check out the link in any of our bios.
Yep.
They're free, but we
There's
can't
only-
guarantee you a spot.
No,
You just
there's-
got to get there early, and yeah.
They're free, so they're selling out real quick. And yeah, if you rock up and the venue's full, then you miss out. Sorry, that's what free tickets happen.
Yeah. We've got 4 more shows coming up over the next
4
couple
more
of weeks. So yeah, we'll see you there. Nick, you'll be in the next one.
When's the next one? Not Tuesday because that's Anzac Day.
It's next Tuesday.
Yeah, it is Anzac Day,
It
but
is.
there's
Oh,
one,
it's Anzac Day.
there's one
Yeah.
after that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
we didn't
Yeah.
realize it.
So
When
much,
Anyway.
so much two up.
Thank you guys for listening. Much love.
oh yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna do live tour up.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. All right, see you guys. Bye.
Cheers.